He's going live. I'm going live. He's going live. He's going live. He's going live. Because I'm going. He's going. He's going. Going live, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm still in charge. You wanna see me up in the charge, but guess what? I'm not charging, I ain't a charger, but I'm still here, no San Diego. It's not the morning, but I don't eat no bagels, I'm actually having my banana toast. So split with me if you're really cool, but just know that I got the two. Two to do all that construction, you know what I'm talking about, and that function, I'm calling all that what while I'm eating banana and peanut butter in the mall. Banana peanut butter in the mall. Gonna be building some battle spirits. Mm-mm-mm. We doing battle spirits today. That's what I wanna say. I'm going live. Wanna see me eat my food? Wanna see me? No, you probably don't wanna see me eat my food. This thing me pulling my shirt down. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. No music? Man, I don't know about the damn me, man. Damn, what about the damn me, man? I don't know me. Man, me. Ah, the stream at me, man. No. Wait a sec, do I don't? No. It's around here somewhere, everybody. Streamlab. Am I a noob at this? Yes, I am. But that don't mean I don't have cool stuff, though. All right, we're I'm trying to entertain y'all, but I got to find this music, man. This music, it just right done exploded, did. No, Lance, I don't know where no music coming from. Man, you know it's like oh maybe it says maybe if I didn't panic and just looked at the thing that said Streamlabs music. Set as an audio source. You'll need to control audio and mix it up. Dude, we'll do pools and hot tubs. I wonder if it loads. I can't hear the music. Oh well. Maybe Nova Lance will come up and save it. I almost thought I heard something, but maybe I'm just tripping. I can't hear no music. I have my Battle Spirits cards next to me while I eat, so everyone knows what's going on. They're Gundam, but it's gonna be Evangelion. Dude, maybe Jet Saber is home. From a car. Watch me build some decks. I'm gonna build some decks. Catch me at Twitch, Tommy Twitter at the time. Draining shots like I'm LeBron. Drinking that Wawa. Got that agua. Got an Asian girl with me, I call her Sagua. That's a good one. My people travel via llama. I've been having peanut butter be hitting though. Oh, no cap. No cap. No cap. I just got $100 in my cash app. That's if you listen to a little Wiz Khalifa. Know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about? Neon Almond! Here today! We are killing this food first. And then we're going to be getting into this Evangelion. Evangelion! Which is more like Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal! But more Evangelion. We're doing Evangelion today. These cards were just at the top of my binder. I was trying to figure out why does it look so dark. Bothers me. It looked very light last time, and now it feels like the cards look a little dark. We don't want the cards to look dark. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Man, there's a lot of bananas in this toast. I almost sound like banana graveyard, but then you're just like, why would bananas? What's the point of a banana graveyard? I mean, like, why would there be so many bananas there in the first place? Why are there all these dead bananas? What's wrong with these bananas? So, there honestly wouldn't be a reason for a banana graveyard, but what would you just call a stack of bananas? I don't know, man. Crazy thoughts, man. Crazy thoughts. We can also edit my garage today. That's what I want to do the most, edit my garage. Make it maybe easier to find my decks. Because I also have Vanguard in there. So I'll have to move the Vanguard out. Even though it's like another Vanguard deck. Maybe I just have to get actual deck boxes and quit being such a chud. Hey, you chud. I don't know, it just seems like a funny name or an insult. Just thought of it on the point. I think I've heard the word chud before. It's kind of silly. This banana stuff. I don't know why these bananas be slapping this morning. You know what? To top this off stream, like made this actually like actual, like that would send this over the moon. And if you're an Evangelion fan, to the moon. Dude, I can't believe they actually got like 24 different renditions of that. They're like they had different people sing the end of it. And this was something like that I thought of too. I was like, wait a second. Alright, chat. I killed that food. I demolished it. And now, because I had to use a fork, and I'm like an adult, and then get peanut butter everywhere, we can get right into the deck building. After these short messages by our sponsors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going, everybody? It's a Saturday. Hey. I probably should use my phone to message because I have to reach my arm all the way across. Super not professional, but we still doing it today. Yeah. Ooh. We building Evangelion. Evangelion. Today we're building Villa. Final Battle Villa. Max rarity. Final Battle Villa. That's so hype. That's so hype. It took me forever to get all these cards, and now I have them all, and it feels it's that satisfying thing about having all these cards, and now you're just like, oh, I get to put them in their pile, their happy pile. They can all be happy together in their pile. I don't have well, I guess I'll use my hand sweat cloth as a blanket right now because I'm a little chilly. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna move this little thing. And then mouse pad. Set my mouse pad down. Don't overlap. It's alright. See a little mouse pad. Maybe it's just a black mouse pad, so it's not like it's like anything lewd or things I'm afraid to have seen on stream. It's just unprofessional. Well, especially because I'm not streaming like computer game where you'd want to see my mouse or mouse pad. All right. Enough of the nonsense. Enough of the nonsense. Now that we're here, put these two Gundam cards away. We had a friend, and now we have less friends. We're in the binder. Here we go. Evangelion's towards the rear. Oh, premium Bandai, man. It's so beautiful. 360 Godzilla no scopes. We do need to know what happened in that 14-year gap. I agree with that, No Lance. Totally agree with that. My Crobats, my Vanguard collection, my Godzillas that are old and... No, that one's new art. A new foil technique. Same art. New foil technique. Reselling the same because we want go. Money. All right, now we're at Evangelion. Evangelion. Here we are. Oh, what a beautiful page. What a beautiful page. Oh, and it all gets to come out today. I get an El Grito out of nowhere. These are so beautiful. They're off camera for now because I'm creating my pile. Now, these cards in Premium Bandai set 4, I assume every movie is in every box. So this Wunder is going to be in both decks because there's multiple arts of the Wunder. I'll have to check what movie that one's from. Final battle. Who's ready for the final battle? Dude, this one is so loose. You always get every once in a while you get that loose sleeve. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That loose sleeve, that loose pocket in your binder where just nothing will stay, and you're just like, yeah, and how he just keeps falling out, and then you're just like picking it up everywhere, and people are like, what's going on? And you're just like, that's my cards, man. Or when people are flopping through your binder, you just know that they're just gonna bend this card over on accident. You're just like, please be gentle. And be like, I'll be gentle. Flop, 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 flop. And you're just like, thanks, person. They're like, you're welcome. And you're like, that was sarcasm. And they're like, you're welcome. Dude, we're definitely playing Angel Asuka in this deck. Because she goes angel mode. Misato. This deck is literally just like half Secret Airs, which is why I can't wait to build it. It's half Secret Airs, man. It's so pretty. I'm having a good time if you can't tell. When I'm building max rarity, that's when I'm happy. She told me she tweeted, so I will retweet. She told me she tweeted, so I will do that. Bah! Ooh, I want that. Come on. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. I gotta pop up my translation so I know what all my cards do, everybody. I was too excited to start streaming, so I didn't even pop open the Wikia or World of Cards. If you want all the most accurate translations, but you also can go to the Wikia. Wiki would be a place to be. And how I got Southern all of a sudden, I don't know either. But we here. And no, I don't want PCO5, PB 25 and 26. So final, it's all these red things. So this guy apparently is in the final battle. Rotator, twister lady, McGavin, McGoovin. Where's my twister? Where's my sword person? All right, this is gonna be this is such an exciting stack to show off. In the sense that I get to show it to everybody. Those already have those, and all these are cards that don't go in the deck. Correct. Correct. And now we have found our Evangelion. Evangelion. And if you're speaking in the chat, I will catch up with you. We're building the decks today. Now I gotta back up a little so I can have some maneuverability. All right. Look at this. We have sword unit. We have, and then there is Spinny Lady, Leroy Masato, Angel Eye, and these two make a picture together. Like so. And then we got the PBO5 card. We got some ships. And then we got them in their final plug suits, ready to go into battle. Oh, isn't that pretty? I think that's pretty gorgeous. Now I just have to look at to see what all these cards do. Because half the part of this game is, well, half the part about this is I don't know what any of them do. Because they are in Japanese. Alright. And I will go to anime or Toro. Zoro, is it? It is Zoro anime, that's funny. And then it is Avon Belly. Avon, first. Oops. Where's that mute button? I ain't getting hit with a copyright on my stream. Alright, which one am I looking for? This Spinny Harms. He's in the beginning though, right? Yeah, all the helicopters coming out in the very beginning. And Mari. Yeah, she's in the... Yeah, that's accurate. She's driving it like a car. She's spinning around. Good to know. And then, what's this Sword Striker one? That's one. Oh, that's when they dive. The Wunda. It's got its little spear thing. They're going deep. They're going deep. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 30 cards for the deck, which is kind of funny, just taking into consideration how effortless it was to put all these piles of high rarity cards together. They're just all neat, organized, and ready to go. It's adorable. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. But that's like another thing about movie 4 is that it's not like movie 2 or movie 3. Yeah, movie 2 where there's like multiple decks that you can make out of it. That movie, like built. Well, I guess for like movie 4, never mind. There's like 3 decks you can build out of movie 4 because there's different factions. I was being silly. Forget what I was saying. I was being silly. Yeah, so I gotta find all those common cards. Yeah, that's when they're just diving down in the very beginning. And eventually they get down there. And Asuka's gotta go put something away, and she's got her, like, swords and because that's when she's out of the movie. And they finally get to the ground. Man, what a creepy dive they make. They're just going down in this central place and they have all these things jumping up at them. That's scary. That's no thanks, man. And they're all chopping and stuff. Oh, it's got a saw in it too. Saw a couple in half as you teleport all the way down. Oh, that's kind of neat. So they get down there, they're kind of running. She's punching it. Rolls one, like, she's still the knife. She's whipping and whipping, and then you run and you stab it. Man, a lot of talking, she's stabbing, and then she rips her eye off. And she dies. Goodbye. I don't know what frame that is. When does this thing get knives? Well, is it in the very beginning when it falls down? I swear I watched that. Chat, we're trying to figure it out. I'm watching it. I'm looking at the movie right now and trying to see when she takes out these like blade looking things. Because it's in the right... It looks like it's wearing the right equipment to where it's in this movie, I want to say. I don't think this is in movie 3. Because it's out of the movie 4 premium Bandai box. So that wouldn't make much sense. It would make me very, very upset. Oh, and its face gets grabbed. About to get shanked. Do you grab its blades? Or what do? No, you just start punching. Huh. It really makes me wonder what scene that's from. No knives at all. Just throwing them and punching them. All the arms. She tries, but doesn't really have. And then the other ones are getting whipped, and then she takes out her weapon. Okay, she drops the explosive. That blows it up. You don't have to fight at all to get there, you just walk there. Man, that's so weird. I don't know what's going on in that picture. Huh. Let's look at the standard art version of it. Okay. Maybe that will help us out, chat. Oh, alright. So the original art is when it's just... is when they're falling and going down in the tunnel. But so this new art, I guess... It has... So it is movie 4 for guaranteed then, so I don't have to be so autistic about trying to get the sets right. Alright, now that we've gotten that established, everybody, let's look at movie 4. What all cards are going to go into this deck? Because this deck over here, as you can see already, it's a lot of great looking cards. A lot of great cards, a lot of high rarity cards. Many cards that... Man. It's just so exciting. It's just so exciting to look at all these cards. Okay. I finally get to build this deck. I think this is like the last deck that's going to take high rarity cards for the most part. Like they're like a mass amount of them, essentially, not just having good cards. Because all my decks have good cards for the most part. Alright, what comes out in the set? Let's look at the hollows, chat. Well, these are no purple. Yeah, yo. 3 of those. I don't know if these are... Well, these are regulars. Those are movie 4s. Not going to be having any extras of those around. Kerplunk. 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 Alright. That's at the very end of the movie. I just want someone stroking my head. And it's not that good of a card, though. Can't be prevented by spiral spirit effects. That's it. That's weird. My God. That's a really good card, so it's really complicated. That's a freaking good card. I don't think I'll be fitting final Leroy into the deck, unfortunately. No Kaorus, these Rays, more Ray stuff. Angel Oscar, we already got all our Angel Oscar. I actually think this is a card we might need. Cool. And it was funny, it's off screen, but I actually did, when I was looking through the cards, I did cut off at the one that I guess was we already found from the premium blind dice and structure deck stuff. Movie 3 stuff. We're oh, the Eiffel Tower one is so dumb. I think that's like one of the most worthless cards I've ever seen in my life. It's so cringy because it's such a show card. It's gonna accomplish it tries to be too memey. Like, and I'm not having it, chat. Alright? I'm not having it. So I'm looking for these other red cards off screen. So don't get mad at me. If I'm off screen trying to find something to make everybody happy. Interesting. So we got 3 more rares throughout that. Now, almost at my red cards in my collection. So let's see here. Let's go back. Oh my gosh, that magic card is so good. Taking out some of the red. Oh. Something fell over and I was a little taken back, so that's why. Nothing to alarm anybody. Just a card fell underneath and I was moderately amused, I guess, at finding a card at the bottom of my box. Hello, card. Let me rescue you. You're welcome, card. Oh no! And then I saved one, but I lost his brothers. His brothers in combat. Let me save you. And I'm trying so hard to not hurt the edges of these cards, and I just know I'm just doing an awful job. Come on, card. No, I lost his. Oh, okay. Well, the cards stuck together, and they helped retrieve a fallen comrade. All right. We will put these books in here. All right, now I can set this down, and we can take a little deeper dive at these cards. I don't do regular dives. They have to always be deep. No surface level dives, anybody. No surface diving. No diving in the pool, anybody. Don't dive in the pool. No surface level stuff. What's poppin', chat? Pulled out the commons now. And we're going to look at other cards that are from this movie. Not it. I don't know if this card's from the movie. Put it to the side. The longest named Evangelion card. This is definitely a part of it because that's when she's stabbing the thing. Devious Choker. Bubblegum Girl. Gosh, I do not like her. She's probably one of the most worthless new characters. People are like, I like her. She's cute. I was like, well, talk to me about the value. I want to know about the value. Some people can't talk value. Just tell me I'll never get in another Shinji again. I'll never do it, hops in another Shinji. That's what I was calling an Evangelion. I just was calling an Evangelion a Shinji. You ever hop in a Shinji? Hop in a Shinji and I'm on the road. Oh. I wonder if I put that Evangelion 999 card away. I probably did. On accident. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so we're gonna kind of try to tighten it up again. And reorganize. Now, I also gotta start reading a lot of these abilities right now, because right now, I am operating off of the cool factor. If it looks cool, it's in the deck. Which isn't necessarily the way to build a competitive deck. Now, of course, I don't necessarily play competitive Battle Spirits, but I do like to have decks that have synergy, they work. Like, I do have some decks that are just meant to be cute and meant to go along with a theme, and sometimes they work, or sometimes they are legitimately the worst decks ever played. They're that bad. I have decks that are like that, and you're just like, well, I'm trying to be cute with it. However, there's nothing to be cute with, I guess. It just be like that sometimes, Mike. And all of our premium Bandai, all of our good secret rares, these are our final battle cards for the most part. So they're dropping down. Now, I do have to read a lot of these cards and just double check that all of them are from this movie as well. I don't remember if this card is... What part? Because I think that's at the end when she's ripping faces. Ripping faces off and absorbing their bodies. Because that's how life works. Well, that's how Evangelions work, apparently. Operation Yamato. Where's that one? Operation. Where is it? Operation Yamato. Here. Novalance, if you could bring me a blanket or two, I'd like to be warm. But that's just... AAA Wonder Operation Yamato. Wonder operation which aims to prevent the fourth impact from happening while exhausted after receiving a fierce countering fire. Its attack target the nerve headquarters has succeeded. Operation Yamato. That must be that must mean final battle. It has to be, because there's like, I feel like there's two of them though. Yep. Okay. I'm right. I'm right. We're moving on. Yep. So this is in. It's got its own AT field as a nexus. This nexus is unaffected by opposing effects except those of the opposing spirit with the soul core on it. That's funny. So your attack step, you can +1 core to your exactly named Katsurli Masao Villa. Either attack step once per turn, you can discard a card from your hand. When you've done so, destroy opposing 7k BP or less spirit. Not bad. Let's see what Masato does. Leroy Masato, everybody. Who wants to see some Leroy Masato? Or she's just like, I'm crashing this thing. She steps on the gas. Or however you fly a plane faster. However you fly a plane faster, I guess. The secret wear is so much better. So core charge is Villa, Villa and Brave, Villa and Nexus. Grand skill 4, send 4 core from this Nexus to the Void. Return a Villa family spirit card or Brave from your trash to your hand. Not bad. Level 2, either attack step. Level 2 takes 3 core. Once per turn, when your hand is discarded by your red effect, you can destroy an opposing nerve family spirit opposing 15,000 BP or less spirit. Well, that's kind of interesting. I like that card. That card's really neat. So now we look at Just Don't Get an Evangelion, Please. That's from movie 3. The Direct Hatred's movie 3. From now on, you do nothing's movie 3. This is why young men are so problematic. She says that a lot, actually. So it's really complicated. So it's really completed. That's the card that we need to know. That card is so good. Or she's just looking back, apparently. Masago? Interesting frame, though, it has for her. Oh no, my copyright. That's funny. So obviously I gotta figure out what the spirits are actually doing right now, because there's really a whole lot of spirits that are available. And the biggest thing is, like, she goes angel mode. But I also have to remember what Mari does. Because she goes, like, beast mode again. Well, she's, like, diving. Because she's still alive. Oh yeah, then she goes chompy chomp. That needs to be a card where she makes that, like, chompy arm. I guess I can make another card where she is her, like, I don't know, chompy self? Chompy self? Whatever you want to call it. Or beast mode? I don't know what it's called. I'd be surprised if this was a last 8. Draw 2 cards, then reveal a card from the opposing deck top. If that card is cost 8 or more, you draw a card, reveal a card to the deck top or deck bottom. Yeah, I wonder if everyone can hear that person just mowing their lawn just super loud outside. I think this might be a movie 3 card, actually. I think it actually might be a movie 3 card. And that's actually going to be really important, because I feel like I'm running out of possible cards for this deck. Final Leroy Masato. Alright, looking at the spirits now. Because we're kind of at the end, like, so I just want someone stroking my head. It's not that good. Your Villa family BP destruction effects can't be prevented by opposing cost 5 or less spirit effects. I guess I don't. Are there a lot of cost 5, like, low cost spirits that are protecting themselves that, like, that you'd be afraid of? Because generally those lower cost spirits you don't really get that afraid of. Flash by braving a spirit condition pilot family brave with your effect during this battle. That spirit gets plus 5,000 BP. Then if that brave is Shikanami, that spirit can refresh. So you attack without the brave. You give him flash. No flash. Flash. You play that. You brave. Interesting. I mean, it just feels cute. It doesn't feel powerful. It just feels like I can do this rather than I should do this. And you generally know something is not that good when it's you should do it rather than can. When attacks, Chomper, return a brave card from your trash to your hand. Level 1, 2, 3. Level 3, when attacks, you can destroy 3, 10,000 or less. And for each destroyed during this battle, this symbol gains an extra red symbol. That's kind of cool. So she's just crushing all those fake Evangelions and regrowing limbs. Nah, that's kind of neat. So the burst over here. After imposing spirits, when summon or add an effect resolved. Summon this card without paying the cost. Then exhaust an opposing spirit with a wood advance effect. And if it's the opposing turn, while the opponent controls any cost 6 or more unit 13, end that turn. This card is actually going to be unfair against Contract Advent. That's really interesting, because before, I was actually thinking of not playing this card, or playing it at 1, just so I can have something like, oh, something cute there, because you don't really play, this deck doesn't really have any bursts right now. There's Mirages, but not any bursts. Not really any bursts. So that card, I mean, like, it could come out, it could not come out. It's level 2, 3 when attacks. An opposing exhausted 13 or more spirit can't refresh into the opposing next end step. Honestly, all this thing is it's a free spirit that can come out when your opponent would advent, and then you exhaust it. So it kind of does a green effect. I mean, not often are you going to have red cards that exhaust things, but I guess you're going to have a spirit that can exhaust advents. I don't think it's anything that special, but I guess it's a card. And some of these decks, like that's actually not bad against Gundam, because Gundam gets can get decently large with their Braves. But of course, it really does target more Evangelion specific stuff. I'm not gonna play stupid. Yeah, because I feel like that's almost it. I feel like this card is from movie 3. For this card. Because we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 3 is 36. So these cards, if I don't consider playing these cards here. Now, let me double check my binder, because I don't recall if I put the card... Oh, if I put the Oscars back in, I probably put the burst. Because now I know what card's going to finish out the deck, everybody. The deck is, in theory, complete. However, I just have to get to the Evangelion stuff first. Get back in there. Loose pages are my... Loose pages are not my friends, everybody. I do not like loose pages. No loose pages. That could be like a country song. Loose pages. Can't find it. Man, this binder got so bare in the Evangelion department. I may have not put the card back in, which is okay, because I think I know where I put it. but at the same time is inconvenient. I don't know where I put you, so that makes me a little sad. Man, this deck is so neat though. Final Battle Villa. So, such an interesting concept, honestly. Such an interesting concept. It's gonna be such a powerful deck. This is really going. Oh, wow! It's right in front of my face, everybody. It was looking right at me. Here it is, the angel. I mean, this is her riding into the final battle, but it just feels not a part of the deck. I feel like there are some cards that just had to get left out. Just like, you know what? Your part of the story, you might be a good card, but your part of the story is just not pulled out very well by the cards, man. Sometimes it's the cards, man. Sometimes you just gotta look at the cards and be like, that's what the cards want, mate. And you just be like, well, why the cards want? And like, sometimes you don't get to ask the cards what they want. Sometimes the cards just say it and it be as it be. And you gotta take it like that. Take it like that. Alright. Put your plunk. Alright. I said, oh, ladies. Yeah. What's the upset with it? Ice cold. So this burst card, oh my gosh. Let me read you this burst card. It's so neat. It's such a cool card. First, after your spirit is depleted or destroyed by the opponent, summon this card without paying the cost. Then you can destroy an opposing spirit with the highest cost. Not bad. AT field, 1 attacks or blocks, level 1, 2, or 3. 1 attacks, level 2 or 3. Discard the top 5 cards from the opposing deck top, and you draw 2 cards. So it has that angel ability, but it's also, this card, you need it to plus. This is like one of the few, I think one of the few ways that we're actually going to draw in this deck. But the funny part is that this is the only card right now in the entire deck that isn't hollow. If you look at everything here, everything's holographic except for that card. Now, and that does make me wonder if we do have to actually consider some magic cards, because we really don't have any magic cards in this deck. I just want someone stroking my head. Maybe we'll get, where's our stroker? Where's my stroke? Ooh, my knee itches. That's why I was oohing it on. So if we put in 2 strokers, because being able to refresh isn't a bad idea. And if maybe do that on the opponent's turn, who knows? Probably unlikely. Let me read these X rares. So this cost 6 right here. Sorry, your tax up. You can summon a unit 2 from your hand without paying the cost. Not bad. Level 1, 2, or 3. When attacks or blocks AT field. Level 2, 3. Your attack step once per turn, or excuse me, once per game. Same name. When your new unit 2 attacks by discarding 2 Villa cards from your hand, after this turn ends, your turn occurs. However, core step, draw step, and main step don't occur. So you just refresh an attack. That's why this deck is kind of good. When attacks, besides your soul core, put any number of cores from your reserve or trash to this spirit. And when put during this turn, opposing destroyed spirits can't remain in the field via remain on field effects. AT field level 1, 2, 3. Level 2 or 3, 1 attacks. Destroy any number of opposing spirits with a total of 20,000 BP. Then, by discarding 2 cards from your hand, send opposing life to the reserve. So it's got a burn effect too. Well, that's a strong card. That's gonna be a fun card to use. Now, final battle Braves. We have 2 Braves. These 2 gals. The gals. Asuka says, can't stack. When your new unit 2 is summoned, you can summon this card from your hand to directly brave to that spirit without paying the cost. When you've done so, draw 2 cards. It's good. Drawing cards is always good. During Brave, treat the spirit as having the soul core on it. During Brave, when attacks, by discarding 3 cards from your hand, during this turn, this spirit's BP distraction effects can't be prevented by opposing effects. Interesting. Making sure that those spirits get destroyed and don't stick around. Now we look at Mari. Can stack. When your Shikanami is summoned, you can summon this card from your hand without paying the cost. So she comes out anytime you play one of these angels. During Brave, treat the spirit as having a soul core on it. Your attacks that when your unit 2, 5, or 8 is attacking, the opponent can't activate burst effects. That's a strong card. I like that. Alright, so now we've done that. What's Angel Asuka? During Brave, when it either attacks that this spirit's AT field cannot activate. Also, once per turn, when cards are discarded from your hand or the opposing deck, the spirit refreshes. That's powerful. During Brave, when attacks, you can destroy this Brave and opposing spirit with a soul core on it. Cute. So these cards in this deck, I mean, definitely playing every Brave I can. These Braves are cool. I mean, just look at them. Angel Asuka, Final Battle. I mean, everything in this deck is so beautiful. I mean, it's hard to not look at it and just honestly enjoy the cards for just how beautiful they are. I mean, this is spectacular. If you are an Evangelion fan, if you're a fan of Battle Spirits, in the chat down below, what do you think about these beautiful, like, we got, come on, Asuka. Ah, she's going, I mean, I'd probably be screaming if my eye just got ripped apart. And then you got Mari, and you got Asuka. I got the rainbow in the background. That is some dope looking cards. These cards look absolutely stunning. And then we got the Nexus lineup with the AAA Wunder. You got the Grand Walker Nexus Masato. Grand Walker Nexus Masato. That's so beautiful. So hot. So hot. These sleeves that will get legitimately scratched in like 5 seconds. Never ever use black perfect fit classic sleeves, or man, I remember the first time that I did black Player's Choice sleeves and I got done with like one 4-round local, and then I was like, wow, it looks like I've had these for like 6 years and just been like stingy about buying new stuff. Unbelievable. The thing is, I'm probably gonna have to transfer a lot of these cards into these sleeves, because I'm trying to keep some of these sleeves together for Novalance. Because she's like, I'll let you borrow these deck sleeves, but I gotta get them back, and that's perfectly okay. I am very grateful. So I'm gonna have to be making a pile of all these deck sleeves, which is everything that's not gold for the most part. Black and gold, no black and yellow. Oh my goodness. It's just so... You collect... When you collect these cards, and when you finally just get that opportunity to kind of put it... When it all comes together, it is a beautiful moment. And it is a moment of elite satisfaction. I just flipped on English. It's just satisfying. Maybe satisfaction isn't a word. Probably isn't, because if it was, maybe I'd be able to pronounce it. Maybe. Who knows? just this massage. She's like, look at her. She's determined. Hot. It's such a, oh my gosh. And they're all secret rares. I mean, Battle Spirits honored Evangelion so well. So well. I'm so happy that I own these cards. I mean, I'm gonna have these forever. Final Battle Asuka, Angel Asuka. I mean, this is insanity about this level of how you're just able to store these like amazing memories with this beautiful game. And you get to live out all these insane things that you may love and adore. Look at that AT field. That's stunning. That's stunning. To me, that's irreplaceable, and that's why I love, and that's why these collaboration card games. That's how they get you. They get me on my nostalgia, and they know what they're doing to me, and they're like, if we make this one extra shiny, we know that Neon Omen can't resist it. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm like bad financial decisions. I'm memeing. I'm memeing and miming. But the fact that that Battle Spirits was like, you know what? We're not done with Evangelion. We're gonna do a booklet, and then we're gonna do another booklet, and then another booklet. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the Evangelion vs. Godzilla booklet, because I don't. Okay. And I might hate myself for this, but if they do it like an Evangelion, see, my fear is that they're going to do the whole Shin universe like that, where everything's going to be a versus. And so eventually there's going to be like a Evangelion versus Ultraman, Evangelion versus Kamen Rider. And guess what? I'll have to have stupid Kamen Rider in my stupid collection. But I might not play the. If I do play those as a deck, I might just play it as a Shin Universe deck, where it's like, yeah, I guess there's Evangelion, Kamen Rider, Godzilla, and whichever one I'm forgetting to say. Kamen Rider, Ultraman. Ugh. And look at that. I said look at that. Camera! Do your thing, camera. They be blasting. That's cool. That is so neat. I'm so excited to put it all together. It's all coming together, chat. My plan. So hyped. Checking to see if anyone's saying anything in the chat. Trying to be a good streamer. And no one's talking to me in the chat. Oh, I'm so lonely. But these cards are too, because they're premium Bandai. Shot it been I and me talking about my premium Bandai. And I can't take it no more. I'ma show the premium Bandai what I'm gonna do with all of that Bandai. And I'm here to show you that premium Bandai is here for us. Nova, now you're here. I don't know what you're sending with me, all these chuds. I don't know, but that's a fun word to use. Chud. Chud, chump. Chump change. Trump change. I'm trying to include all the premium Bandai stuff, but I have a feeling that I'm making this deck like super hard to play because everything's like super high cost. But I feel like you start drawing a lot of cards with some of these cards, and then other cards that you play other cards for free. So I feel like at the same time, oh, but this burst, see, this is the card that matters, the burst. The burst is the dumb card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 cards. 33. So, obviously, 3 Angel Bursts. This card is dumb, so that would be 33 to 36. So if we have 4 spots left, 33 to 36. This card is cool, so I'd play 2 of this. But I play 1 of each? Because this is like, this card is cute, but I'm not sure how how clutch will it be to exhaust Contract? Like, because Gundam is Contract, Digimon does Advent, Evangelion, there's a little Advent, but Advent isn't that big in Evangelion. It's just the movie 2 stuff for the most part. Movie 2 and movie 3 stuff for the most part. It just seems cute. So if we're at 33, and we go 34, 35. Man, I can't believe I don't have a... You buy 5 boxes, 6 boxes of this stuff, and you don't get a third? Short printed? How uncool. It actually kind of bothers me. I'm so sad. Well, not sad, but it's just like, come on, man. Are you serious? Give me 1 more. And no, I was not singing. The Lion King. So, I only have 2 of these for now. So if I go 35, oops, sorry. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Don't I just leave that guy out? I guess if I leave that out, my deck's totally foil, so I'll do that. That's going to be in my decision making. I could put the burst in, but I'll go back to the burst. I'll go back to it. Let's give it one final scan. After an opposing spirit's one advent or summons effect resolves, summon this card without paying the cost, exhaust an opposing spirit with the when advents effect. And if it's the opposing turn and they have control of cost 6 or more, unit 13. And if the opposing when advents effect. Oh my gosh. I'll read it all over again. First, after an opposing spirit's when summon or advents effect resolves, this card without paying the cost, then exhaust an opposing spirit with a when advents effect. And if it's the opponent's turn, while the opponent controls any cost 6 or more, unit 13, end that turn. Level 1, 2, 3, AT field. Level 2, 3, 1 attacks. An opposing exhausted cost 13 or more, spirit can't refresh the opponent's next unstep. It's just cute. It's not anything that is going to change the game. It's not anything that's going to pin people down. But honestly, I'll take this out so I can play 2 of these and 3 of these, because this card is way too good. And just like that, Villa is done! We figured it out, chat. We made another max rarity deck. We did it. This deck is maxed. And it's one of my few decks that is full foil. There's not a single card in this deck that is not foil. That's when you know you got a good deck. Or you got a cool deck. Everything foil. Everything in here is just high value, fun to collect. This is going to be a fun deck to play. We got another deck done. So now that we got what feels like most of the Evangelion decks done, before we get the Neon Genesis Evangelion set, I would like to take another Ruby foil. I like where you're coming from, Novalance. Let's take a look at the garage and see if there's any ways that we could make the garage a more enjoyable environment. And what I mean by that is just easier for me to mess around with. Oof. Come on, garage. The gay rouge. And I just gotta flip it towards me, it looks like. Shawty been eyeing me. I'm taking out this hair because it's kind of gross. All right, everybody, this is the garage. The garage looks like a mess, and it's because it kind of is. Half of that reason, though, is because it has one of our other card games that we were trying to play with the other Gundam. Card Fight Vanguard. Come on, Spinal. I said, come on, Spinal. Cool looking dino. We're gonna put my Card Fight Vanguard cards to the side. Now the biggest thing about the garage is that I have some cards that are in sleeves and some that are not in sleeves. And some that have kind of crummy proxies that I'm kind of holding on to, which I guess probably is not that important. Novalance is just hyping the chat up over here. I like that. She's going hard in the chat over here. I gotta be a better streamer looking at the chat, but at the same time, I guess you'd have to have a chat first. We'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. So take out all the Card Fight Vanguard cards first, because that way, I think that's gonna help me organize my stuff. So, got Mecha Godzilla deck. It's pretty much ready to go. You ever seen some of these secret rare Mecha Godzilla cities? Secret rare Mecha Godzilla contract. Gotta get 2 more of those. I'm a 3 contract guy in every deck. Even for the Destroyer deck, which is kind of like not what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I'm the element. I have a different way of doing things. And I think I don't know, maybe I'll take out the packs and try to do like the deck box strategy. Ooh, beautiful. Digimon Adventure Try Love Trio. This Torah. That did not work out the way I wanted it to work out. So many decks. We have Gundam 00. That is the Exia deck that I was thinking of. Now, I do have another Villa deck right here that we're going to look at, because this is the worst deck I think I will own. Is going to be that deck I'm going to show everybody. So if you laugh at me, I get it, but at the same time, like, I hope you get it. I already know the deck is not good. Now I go to the other side. Pulling out all the decks in the garage. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, so this is the Seed Destiny Part 1 deck. It's early in the first half of the show. So you get, because they gotta play Heine, got some Lunamaria, some Ray, some Shins, some Atherin. That's another deck that I could probably complete. Stay back. Goodness, I'm gonna put this over here. I like it better than these packs, actually. The packs, I think, are actually starting to become a distraction. That is a distraction, sir. Seed Destiny. Strike Freedom Gundam. Justice Gundam. Freedom Gundam. Galleys. Akatsukis. Freedoms. Murasames. Strike Rouge. Kira. Atherin. Ado. Dude, and there's some extreme game to watch today. Can't wait to be immune to Canadians. I can't wait to return everything to the bottom of decks. Next thing we have, look at that. Come on, focus. The Sazabi. Not the Sazabi. Yeah, the Sazabi. The Sazabi's from Sharp's Counterattack. I was thinking of Sanaju. Gorgeous. Char's Counterattack. Take out more booster packs. Novalance's deck. Say it with me, Novalance. Ghidorah. Ghidorah. This deck is one of the decks. Oh, can't wait to max this deck out. I got one of these. I'm not sure how. They just like made an extended art. It's a noodle. It's a noodle. Why don't you do the noodle dance while you're at it? Yeah, if you know, what's that, PB&J? Did you ever watch PB&J growing up? If you did, ooh, that was a loud slam. Next deck, the sky is red. We have movie 2. End of movie 2. Yeah, just getting ready to pop off. And the sky is red. Run out of space, stream. Ah, fuck. That was a bad idea. I'm just going to have to take the decks out now and put them down because they were starting to hurt each other. Damn. So many expensive decks in here that deserve better. You deserve better! That core, right? So I throw this to the side. Boy, my side. Alright. We're gonna put the garage container to the side. That's easy. We're gonna be able to take these Battle Spirits and Digimon promo packs and put them to the side. Shout out Cardboard Collectibles for those that I haven't given all away yet. Can't give everything away already, immediately, right? You gotta do it. Gotta make sure people stay around. Godzilla. Gundam. 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 Godzilla. What did I put on the top? I don't like that actually. I'll put the contract on the top. Florets. Biggie. Novalance, we might have to watch a Godzilla today. I hate covering up the double X rare, but it might have to just be like that. I don't like his open mouth. Evangelion. Look, Novalance, look at all these decks that are just sitting. This is what's in the garage, everybody. Evangelion. Gundam. Gojira. Evangelion. Evangelion. I figure out how I was going to represent this deck. Evangelion. Digimon. I think that's like my only Digimon deck. Right here. Gundam. So, Novalance, did you know that we have, let's see here, so 4x3, so 12, 14 decks that are just sitting here that aren't in the battle. They're all in the garage. 14 decks. Decks. I gotta slide this up. So everyone, no, y'all can't see what I was just doing for like the last 10 minutes. And that was my bad, because stupid proxy deck over here. Look at that. This is all in the garage. All of this is sitting in the garage. 15 decks. Maxed, almost all maxed out. Just waiting. Yeah, 15. All these decks are ready to join the battle. So many exciting possible new battles around here. And this isn't even... it's just one of those things that's hard to like think about because it's like so much stuff going on. There's so much deck going on. Because another thing is looking at this right here is a deck from Movie 3 Villa. Pirate Oscar, regular Wunder. This is the Nexus, so I get to play 3 of it. This deck is just, there's like, everything in this deck is just so weak. But now that I learned Oh, I believe this card might be a part of that deck. That makes me a little happier. A little happier. Uh-oh, sorry about that, everybody. Got some cards I want to put away. Oh, satisfying. Leave that there. Oh, I gotta get started on those translations, man. There's 75 decks or something like that that we have for this game. It's a lot now. It's a lot, and it's only gonna grow when the next Gundam set comes out in December. Horrible presents. These are all cards that I've been working on, trying to figure out what to put in which deck. And a lot of them I've just learned that a lot of these cards aren't destined to be in decks that I've learned, and it's kind of frustrating with certain cards because certain cards are like really cool and good, but at the same time, just not it. If you get what I'm saying, they're just not the right strategy. They're not the right go-to card. It's very interesting. So let's look at this super long named thing. The weapons inside the container are delivered to the new Unit 2 through tossing at Asuka's request. Is that early in the movie? There's no way that's at this movie. It's new Unit 2. You gotta go to the second part of the film. Because there's no way that's in this movie. Because they're already together. Yeah, that's not in this movie. That's gotta be in movie 3. Movie 3 has to have that scene. Copyright me. Gotta be towards the end. Where she gets all the... For that stance, though. I don't know, man. Asuka... Oh, that's why her eyes blue and glowing. Finds Ray, and she's like, what are you doing here, Ray? Get out of here. And Ray's like, no, you get out of here. Beast mode is like the best part, though. Beast mode is so cool. She just eats that laser. She's getting blasted. Man, that's crazy. She rips its head off. She's all mad. She's like, what's going on? Am I really fighting? And then her stuff starts blowing up. Man, that's crazy. Oh no, poor Edges of the cards. But that's a crazy amount of decks that are just set in front of you, and you're like, wow, that's a lot of maxed out stuff. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. It's just max, bro. I have to put this guy on top. That's the ruse. I got 2 secret rares though. Now I'm just waiting to get the Destroy Andorat. I do have the Durandal. I'm gonna put that in the deck. Back to the film. Back to our feature film. Yeah, Karu explodes. You fall away. Oh, is that it? Battle's over. Yeah. Lame. There's more at the beginning. They had to beat those like crummy little knockoff angels in the beginning. I'll try and search it because I'm having a hard time finding where this card is. Special equipment for extreme space adaptation supplement unit 08 revised gamma temporary 2 arm reinforcement suffocation weapons container. Through tossing. That's just a really funny way to just say how they're getting their weapons across to each other. Man, it's hard to find this. It's kind of a weird thing. Like Evangelion is like the premium Bandai set that I have that has the most stuff left over, and that's just because that there were some really unnecessarily reprints that reprints that they did in the Evangelion set, and it makes no sense. I don't get it, man. Probably don't have to put those over the aerials, but it's such a crazy thing. The deck is very close to being done. There's just a few choice cards I kind of have to figure out, put in or take out. But it's definitely a deck that tries to hit quick and forget about the game, rather than there is no long game with that deck. If you don't win quick, you lose in that deck. You have to go full force in that deck. And it is one of the very few D tier decks that I have. I honestly think that deck is going to be bottom 5. And there's like, why would you build like a deck that's not that competitive? And I feel like I have to have decks that, like, this is your theme. And sometimes you might get a deck that's S tier. Sometimes you might get a deck that's lower. And I don't think that's something that should be something that we get frustrated about. Especially in like a roll for deck environment where you're just, the fun part is the randomness of it. Because for me, I like roll for deck environments because I like that excitement of not knowing what I'm playing. I like just running into a deck and be like, oh, that's what I'm playing. That's great. I'll figure it out. I'll find the strategies. I'll learn them. I'll take them into consideration. And this card is so good. Weapons container. Unit 8 revised gamma. Let's look that up. Oh, it is in the last movie. Well, let's look at all the different unit 8s, I guess. Yeah, and why haven't they made... See, why isn't there like Evangelion Imaginary and a lot of these other like Evangelion elements that are obviously in the film, like Black Lilith or something? Like, there's so many cards that they could make that aren't actually in the game yet, and it's kind of annoying. It has to be movie 3. It has to be movie 3. There's no way it's not. They just Leroy it right into it. That's crazy. I can't get it to change. Okay. She's got to leap out sooner or later. Okay, so they're just getting blasted by this headless Evangelion from above. Is that unit 0? Right now, I'm looking at the third movie right now, just so I can make sure that my theme deck is accurate. Man, is that the Ampher? It's just eyeball blasting this thing? Yeah, it's that burst. Dang, it just keeps blasting it. That's a cool card. So that's what Ray pilots at the very end, huh? Oh, that's funny. They both crawl out of there. It's like some Ninja Turtle looking stuff. Sele's taking over, everybody. Don't worry, I got blue goop coming out of my feet. So then Asuka jumps on. She boards it. Oh, that was cool. Her weapons are ineffective. She's McDodging. When does she get that new weapons? She doesn't need the new weapons. She just eats its face? I thought she was going to have to get new weapons. No, this is when you go beast mode. And then you eat the laser. Where is Mari come back in all this? She has to come back. This is the only scene where Mari could actually come back and do something. But I think she beats it up in time. She bites its head off and it starts spraying blood, and Ray's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then she's getting told, like, and then she ejects. Damn. Puts her gun in it, shoots the rest of it. Uh-oh. Reestablish itself, I guess? Oh, she ejects. So now both of those explode. Oh. Well, now what's going on? I'm so confused. I'm so confused of where this movie is going. We're just trying to figure out where this card comes from. I can't figure it out. We just not see Mari for the rest of the movie. Yeah, I think that's it. Wow, chat, that's frustrating. It's gonna be hard to finish that last deck. And then I got this pile of cards over here. This was gonna be like my Unit 1 deck from like the first movie. There's like a lot of cards for it, actually. Yeah, I get to put the Masato. I can grab some Masatos to put with that pile. That would be cool. Grab some Masatos. Grabbing Masatos. Wait a second. Wait a second. Those Masatos should be right next to me. Those Masatos should be right next to me. Here they are. Hey everybody, Masato. Oh, shit. Shinji-kun, you're the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So, funny enough, this is another deck that could easily get completed out of nowhere. I don't know how good of a deck this would be, honestly. There are okay cards in this deck. There are cards that are there are definitely better versions of out there, to say the least. So there's some rebirths in here. I don't know about the pen. I might take the pen out and put this thing back in so you can just nuke things. I do like building the decks so accurately, though. That does make me happy. I need 3 Shinji-kun. I only got a couple Shinji-kun. What do you do when you're running out of Shinjis? I've never run out of a Shinji in my whole life. You ever ran out of a Shinji? I've never ran out of a Shinji. Ooh, nerve agencies. I don't think I have those in that deck. It's probably the most abusable card. Agency of Nerve. Put it everywhere. Another thing that Evangelion did is that they had a structure deck that was 100% hollow. So it was just, I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now that, unfortunately, I only play 2 of every magic card, so if I would have to drop this down to 2 and play 2 of that card, which I think I'll do. No, I could drop a Ritsuko probably. Because there's not a lot of spirits that I have access to, I think, in this deck. I think there's not a lot of spirits that they made that are movie 1. Let's go back in, squad. Movie 1. Movie 1. Itching my toes like crazy over here. I don't know why they itch so bad. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be a Shinji deck, but I do want to have elements of the first movie and the battles from the first movie and the art from the first movie. So that's why I can't play cards like Dummy System, because that happens in movie 2. And it's just kind of a hard thing for me because you know that certain cards are just off limits just so that you could have a larger variety of decks. Let's see if there's any... Can't play Ray in this deck because she I guess she is there in the beginning, but she's not going to offer any sort of assistance to that deck. There's nothing that she can do if she doesn't have unit 0 for the most part. The 13 plug suit doesn't help at all. Dummy system, Spear of Longinus doesn't help at all. Seile, it finds Gendo stuff. And that's like another thing, is like I could play Gendo in the original Shinji deck, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here, where's Gendo Howdy? Purple and Brave, Ikari, Yui, Nexus, Nerve, Kasura, more. The only thing is the secondary effect, it's pretty obvious it's meant for the movie 3 deck instead of movie 2. Or 1. I mean, you could use the first one. Send 4 Nexus from this core of the void to draw 2 cards. Use once per turn, but the second ability, which takes 10 core, which is, honestly, it might be okay, because he, I don't know, because his dad looks over him. It's just kind of a hard thing to think about, I guess. Looking at the condition of some of them too. I think that deck looks pretty decent, actually. And that's kind of a funny thing. Like, I literally like made one small tweak to it, and now it feels like, huh, that deck could definitely work now. What's wrong? Promos. Oh no, I'm throwing cards. I'm throwing cards and knocking decks. Two things that don't go well together, chat. Where did all those nerves I find? Must be in this pile. My kryptonite. That song was playing at my work the other day. It's stuck in my head. Stuck in my head. Why did I have all of these next to me and now I'm struggling to find purple cards? I don't think I put them away either, chat. Here they are. One of these was bothering me a little bit. My deck autism's flaring up. Beautiful. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now, let's see here. I think I was just going to drop one nonetheless. Because really, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 spirits. The rest is like draw cards for the most part. That'll be a weird deck. This is just kind of piles of proxies over here. Pile of proxies over here. Oh, more proxies, yay. And cards that I couldn't figure out how to fit into decks. So I'll definitely take these cards out of the garage. What's over here? Got Zilla cards in the garage. And that's the hard part. Like, this deck is another deck. It's like one card away from being done. I thought I had 3 Grandwalkers over here. Now I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I just don't know where I put all of my cards. But if it falls on the floor, that's a guess. I'll probably never find it. But unless I check the floor. These will, I have the secrets. They'll be upgrading the secrets when the deck is kind of more thought out. Now for the garage, what I was thinking of is using the deck boxes as ways to separate them so that I'm not ripping at the corners of the decks. And it's going to be kind of awkward to kind of put them in. Put that down. Put the deck here. Grab a card, put it in the sleeve. Make yourself feel good like you're protecting everything. Then we'll put another deck box behind it. I guess I can just go Evangelion first. Because it's literally half Evangelion because I didn't build any of these decks. It's crazy just to think about all these secret rares, all these cards that have just kind of been sitting around, been waiting to go into decks, and now they're finally all, it's like all put together for the most part. And that's just so exciting for me, just knowing it's all in a pile. It's all ready to go. They're all friendly. They're ready to. These decks are. For the most part, they're ready to compete. They're ready to get out there. They're ready to be integrated into the rest of my decks, and that's an exciting feeling personally because it's just not like yes, they're completed or they're done or they're ready to play. I'm going to leave out this last Evangelion deck because I do have to make a slight adjustment to it. I have to find some cards. But Digimon, Love Triangle. This is going to be such a fun deck to try out. 2 War Grays, 2 Rurus, but just so many different ways for you to just pound your opponent in this deck. I can't wait to test it out and see how it works. I'm very proud of my creativity with a lot of these decks. I take great pride in my creativity. And then I guess we can put... No, that deck's going to get edited soon. I'll put this Destroya deck. Such a neat looking deck. Away. Next is the sleeve box. And this is where it kind of gets tricky. Because I want to have enough boxes to where it isn't difficult to grab the card. Or yes, where it's not difficult to grab the cards. Which is pretty obvious statement, right? So I have to go grab some more boxes. I'll be right back. It's just around the corner. And you can listen to me because I'm wearing my microphone. So we kind of have this spot, me and Novalance and I guess you could say, where we kind of house a lot of the, I don't know, what you call it, I guess, sleeve boxes. And because we always find uses for them for the most part. Like now, I'm using them to keep my garage decks all separated. And that's pretty important. That's a really important thing, actually, separating these decks. Because it's so much easier when everything is... Well, I guess it's better for the card's health, too, when they're easier to grab, when they're all in kind of organized locations. And the other thing is, like, I have to understand, like not like scrunching it too much, because some of these like a lot of these decks are ready to go, but there's still a fair amount of decks that are not ready to go. That still requires some conversation, some sort of like, how do I build it? I can't think of the term right now, but I still got some creativity that I still have to use with some of these decks. And they're not built completely yet. So I gotta take these destroyers out. So I don't want to put them in the general. And it's talking like it's jail. I don't want to send it to Gen Pop. Well, I guess I can put them in these. I may argue it's better than nothing. Some old dirty sleeves. Everybody has that one friend that just never can get new sleeves. They always have the muckiest sleeves. I'm so glad these sleeves protect the corners of my cards, because there's a lot of cards where I'm like, oh, I hope they stay in great shape. Oof. How many of these are left? One. Bummer. Come on in. What are you doing here, Nova Lance?
Delivering mats to the mat corner.
The corner up pyramid?
Yeah. Does it look like a pyramid to you?
Not a good pyramid.
I agree. Not a good one, but the pyramid nonetheless.
Hey,
Hey.
while you're here, could you get me more sleeves? I used all those classic ones.
What? Give me a moment as I'm putting away other stuff too. Found more Digimon memory counters.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's sitting in the way.
That's kind of neat. Man, is it exciting to look at these decks.
Oh my god. They look so
Where's the stupid McGillis? You're getting out of here. I'm putting in that promo. Where are those promos? I know I have them around here. I'm so fat. Here's some promos. Put both the promos next to each other. And one more at least.
Okay.
Thanks, Beanie.
You're welcome.
Chat, thank Novalance for helping me out so I don't have to stand up again.
You're welcome.
Oh? Where did I put them, chat? Where did I put the promos?
Promo power activated.
As she says that, I knock over all these piles. Bummer. Should have been smarter, Neon Omen. Oh, I got it up. Good. Could have been a travesty. Alright. I know I got some promos around her. And I will find you! common writers for the most part. Like common cards, not actual writers. Don't touch that stuff. Grrr! Stupid proxies. These proxies out of here. Well, good news is I found them. Bad news is my stuff collapsed again. Frustrating. And you're just like, oh, I trust this, my $100 secret rares, and then they fall over, and you're like, come on, me. All right, we took out those McGillis guys. They're not even called McGillis. It's just what I'm calling them. And we're gonna add in these two promos. I don't even know what they do, but they're promos, so they're going in. Now I'm checking to make sure. So I get really nervous when I like ding a card with my fingernail and then I like damage it. I have one over here that's damaged. And it's Dad. But I'll put the promo in here for now. And maybe I'll keep it in, maybe I won't. But Witch from Mercury has some of the... it's going to have some of the rarest cards in all of Gundam. Because that's how the only way you're going to sell a new series is if you pump everything into it. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I know why you're doing it, but I don't have to be happy about it. All the high rarity stuff, I guess, is put in the sleeves for now. The non-high rarity stuff, I guess, isn't in my Evangelion decks. In the garage. Oh my goodness. So this is the next thing I wanted to do was new Gundam stuff over here. So he's just in the green. I don't want to use these big sleeves anymore. They're kind of ugly and they're I don't like that it's not all kind of unified for the most part. I'm going to put some of these X-rares in sleeves that are a little bit more sturdy. Just added peace of mind. Added peace of mind that these cards are going to stay in good shape. Char's Counterattack. What an exciting collaboration to have in Battle Spirits. To think that... And you honestly feel bad for like the fan that like grew up in like the late 70s and the 80s, like, oh, Gundam, it's so cool. And now looking at how far the show has came, and you're just like, oh wow, this is different. And you're like, yeah, it's different. For me, that would be hard for me to swallow. Would be like, oh my gosh, it took them like 30 years to finally like add to the story or make more story or make me feel relevant again as a fan, because that's another thing that can be very difficult as like a Gundam fan. Like Char's Counterattack, I'm not sure if I did that. I'm gonna tell myself I didn't. Char's Counterattack is just one of those legendary series, legendary movies in like a series universe where everyone's like, yeah, I know Char's Counterattack. Like that's where stuff happens. And it's neat that there's, gosh, I keep on thinking that this is a penny sleeve because it's got a black border. It's not used to the the dual matte sleeves yet. Get my burst walls. I should honestly just take them all out because I will use them all. I think of a good deck for copper sleeves too. Right now I have the angels in it, and I just don't think that that's the right pick. New Gundam. I'm gonna take that one out. I gotta make sure I didn't injure my card, everybody. Tethered by a wire? I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Amuro and the New Gundam. Putting the contract out front. Everyone knows it's business in the front and business in the front. Because that's how the saying goes, right? It's such a beautiful thing to look at all the secret rare New Gundams. It's crazy to imagine that there's that many. Gotta make sure the New Gundams stick together. All of this is just maxed out Char's counterattack. I just feel so lucky about the era that I'm growing up in, because it's all out for us. Like there's no waiting. It's just like, hey, you wanna? It's like we got the Netflix treatment for so many of these shows. You can just binge them, and you just have access to just everything. So zombies. And that's another thing that I hope we get. I really hope that we get a Char's Counterattack Premium Bandai set. That would be pretty sick. The full battle of Char's Counterattack. I really haven't been able to play with a new deck for Battle Spirits in maybe a year. Now, because last week I did stream and we built some of the Evangelion decks, I made an updated Angel deck. Novalance tested it out and had a blast with the deck. She was like, I can't believe. Because before the deck was, you kind of needed to go in order, but now with the newer version of it, you kind of just can Leroy right into your strategy, which is a little bit more fulfilling, in my opinion. It's another deck that gets to go in the garage. And I'm getting a little frightened because it looks like the garage is filling up fast. Now I have my Ghidorah deck. That's funny, I had 2 copper boxes, I didn't even know it. Get in there. Ghidorah deck. Matte clears to seal it. So I fit about 12 decks or so in here now. 3 out, yeah, 12 decks. 12 out of 15. And I just put those clear sleeves somewhere right in front of me. Got my promo sleeves right here. Oh, that is a fulfilling feeling to know that you just have a lot of your decks filled up, protected. And it helps me feel better about my organization because I've had a lot of cards kind of, I guess, not knowing where to put everything. And that kind of brings a lot of anxiety for me because I'm an organized person. I need to know where everything is. Novalance, I'm hungry. I am hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 decks in this thing. And it looks great. It honestly looks great. And now it comes, I can put this to the side. Put it down. Yeah, no, that's crazy how the microphone, right? Plop. And we just have a few more decks to kind of play around with today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 cards in this Zaft deck. So this deck is close. I think my Strike Freedom deck is done for now. Strike Freedom, Infinite Justice, the 2 new Gundams. So I can take that out of that sleeve. That's gross. Put you into a nice Kappa sleeve. Flip her around. Oh my goodness, the Strike Freedoms and the Justices are all in these flimsy things. Yeah, they're all getting upgrade. Upgrade! I have all these extra sleeves from the first time I sleeved all the decks, and now they've just been sitting around for years. Well, now that I'm trying to make piles of decks rather than just have piles of cards sitting in different areas, now I can at least do the work, make sure that they're all put together, so I'm kind of ready for that time where, well, once I get my over sleeves, once I get all my special premium Bandai sleeves, once I figure out what to do for deck boxes, because that's next. And that's the other thing, is I think I'm going to actually have to put these cards in deck boxes, because I feel that if I don't put them in deck boxes, people are going to be clawing at stuff, trying to figure out which deck they're playing, rather than just pick up the clear deck box, look at who's on the front, and that's what you're playing. Because I think tape's kind of ghetto. I don't want to put tape on my deck box or write the name of my deck on my deck box like Ultra Pro deck boxes. Nothing against that. It's just nothing that I want to do with my premium cards right now. That's not a premium feel for myself, personally. Oh, I have 3 of these. That's perfect because I have to take out Chairman Gilbert Danderill. Danderill or Durandal? Chairman Durandal. Oh, this is cold. He's right in the beginning, too. Gotta make that destiny plan. Yep. Destiny plan it is. Got the Gilberts. I don't know what these cards are supposed to be. But now I got the Gilberts in here, feeling a little bit more protected. So in this deck, what is this? Ezak? I gotta see. Okay, I gotta see who pilots what. Two Heinies, obviously Heine pilots the Goof Ignited. Luna Maria, she pilots the Zaku. Ray, I think, yeah, this is Ray's. This must be Ray's Blaze Phantom Zaku. And then Shinji and Atherin. Okay, this deck's starting to make a lot more sense. This is like a deck that, like, once you get Talia Gladys, just takes off instantly. There's so many cards that they haven't printed yet that in this next Gundam set that you're just like, oh my gosh, the potential is so big there. If they print some of these cards, these decks could pop off more, and I'm excited for that personally. But for me, potential is an exciting thing for me. And I like knowing that decks have the potential to pop off. That's cool to me. That's exciting for me. And I'm just putting in some of these Evangelion cards into some of these extra big sleeve things I have, because they're just sitting around in huge piles, and I'm trying to make the piles smaller piles. It does get overwhelming when you have so many cards, and some people are like, well, why do you have so many? Isn't that enough to play? It's like, you don't get it. A lot of these are just things that you just, commons that you get. There's only so many cards to put in your own deck, but you have that paranoia of like, well, if I get rid of them and they go up, how much did I just miss out on? Because that is another crummy thing in the trading card game world, is plussing and minusing. Plussing feels good, minusing really hurts. You never want to minus. Angel Oscar in there. Neon Justice. Oh wow, it actually says it in German, I think. Talia Gladys. Dude, she better be alive. I'll be pissed if she's not alive and see. Or they like saved their mind. Someone was, dude, we're watching this conspiracy video after my stream. Someone was talking about how they like saved their, like, possibly the kids are like Durandal and Talia and Ray just in different bodies and stuff. Dude, I think that Zaft can probably do that type of stuff. I bet you anything they have tech to do that. But all these structure deck hollows and these penny sleeves, Asukas and Maris and all sorts of Evangelion characters. It feels better when you get to put everything kind of closer together, but I think these Wunders actually have some value. Use some of these oversleeve. Huh? No, I'll put them together in this one. Well, stream, I showed you the 15 new decks that I kind of have together. I struggled with putting things away in my storage. I had a really good time this stream. I felt like we made a lot of success. We made a lot of progress. And we kind of got to come to this understanding of kind of where I'm at in my deck journey. A lot of it is just, I've made, I think, almost all the Evangelion decks now at this point, minus like Unit 1 deck, which I'm pretty much done with. This deck over here with Villa from movie 3. So there are some things that I'm very close to completing. I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. But for today, I think we did all right. almost 2.5 hours of pure Battle Spirits talk. I'll take it. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. Sorry if I didn't get to you in the chat, but other than that, this was a really good time. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Neon Omen stream on Saturday.